Welcome to Hobie Farms. We just harvested some of our onions, so today I'm going to show you how I'm going to prepare them for going in the freezer. So I have 3 different types of onions here, so I'm going to separate each of them. I'm going to cut off the ends of the onions, and then I'm going to separate them by chives and onions and by the different types. So I just finished cutting the onions off of the chives, or separating them, and I'm going to chop these in a second, but I wanted to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to freeze the onion part in a small Ziploc bag, and I've already labeled it and put the date on it. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the chives, and then I'm going to come over here and do the white ones and the scallions. As far as I'm concerned, those bigger scallions down here, these bigger ones, these are technically, these are called long day onions. They just look like glorified scallions to me, but I'm just saying. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to freeze them, and the reason I'm not vacuum packing is because I use these all the time. So I'm just gonna pull out a little bit that I need by freezing them like this. So I'll put them in their separate bags and then put them in a bigger bag. A funny story before I finish this up. So I came in the kitchen one day and saw one of my kids, when I say kids, they're, adults, but they're kids to me. Anyways, I came in and I saw one of them cutting off the onion part, this lovely part over here, and throwing it out. I'm like, what are you doing? Well, I'm just cutting up the chives. And I kind of laughed because I said, I've always thrown out this end and kept the onions. I've always done that on scallions. I cut off the little white part all the way up to probably about, right here. And I use it, and then throughout this other part that the kids call chives. So anyways, I've learned to cook with them, and I mean, you can literally pull a piece off of the end of it, or any of it, and taste it. And just smelling it, the aroma in my house right now just smells lovely with these onions. But you can taste them, and it's just as strong as the onion down here itself, the bulb. So I thought, well, that's really interesting. So then I laughed the other day. One of my other sons came in, and I had given him some, and he goes, well, what do I do with this part? I started laughing. I'm like, yep, he learned from me to throw all that out. So I explained again, these chives are just as strong, just different texture. You'll see this in a lot of Mexican dishes. You can use it in soups. There's so many different ways that you can use it. Last year, Keith showed me how to make chive butter. We used fresh garlic chive and onion chive, and it was delicious. Whew, I'm finishing up, but I gotta tell you, don't think that these chives won't make your eyes tear up, because my eyes are really burning right now after all these. Well, these are all packaged and ready to go into the freezer. So let me know how you use these onions. Do you use the chive part only, the onion part only, or do you use both? And what do you use it for? Thanks for watching Hobie Farms. God bless you, and have a great day.